it's Kaden. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If not, maybe I can make it better. Maybe make you smile. Welcome back to the coziest corner of the internet. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Now we have a little bit of a different video today, but still on the topic of Jellycats. I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys have left me in my comments. A few videos ago, I asked if you guys had any questions. I would film a Q&A for you guys. That way you guys can kind of get to know me and my story a little bit better. And if you had any other questions involving Jellycats or any other things. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing my first ever Q&A. I'm so very excited. Also, I just got my hair cut. What do you guys think? I just got a cute little trim, you know? It was definitely needed. Also, our special guest today is going to be Harriet the Hippo. I just felt like she matched the vibe again very well. So yeah, she's our little special guest today. Say hey, Harriet. Hey. Alrighty, without further ado, I have all the questions written down on my notes right here. Very excited. There is a lot of them, so it'll probably be a part 2. So if I don't get to your question today, don't worry, part 2 will be coming. And I know you guys are still waiting on me picking a Jellycat for you, but those videos are the longest ones to film and edit, and I have to wait until my next day off because it's gonna have to be like a full day that I'm gonna have to dedicate to it. So that is why I have not been able to, because I've been working day after day, you know, hustling. But don't worry, that video is coming for you guys still. It'll just take a second because I need a full moment for it, you know what I mean? So don't worry, that is coming. Alrighty, let's get started with this Q&A. Alright, I will answer a few Jellycat questions first. Somebody commented in like a whole little group all these questions, which is really nice. Alrighty, somebody said, how do you store your Jellycats? Now, before I got my shelf, I kind of just put them on my bed. And then I have a little hanging thing here, which I'll show you guys in a second. But now I have them on a shelf, so hang on. Let me show you. Ooh, we're moving. Alrighty, so up there is where a few of my Jellycats lie. It's basically a net above my bed, so that's where they used to reside. This angle is so good. But now, my Jellycats live right here on this shelf, which again, I made by myself. So this is where all my Jellycats live right now. I absolutely love this setup, so yes, that is where they live. Alrighty, now that we're back in our little corner. Alrighty, and then somebody asked, do I ever feel overwhelmed with how many I have? The only time I ever felt overwhelmed was when they were all laying on my bed and like I was trying to sleep and they were just like everywhere. I could get a little bit overstimulated and I have claustrophobia, just a little bit, so I definitely got a little bit overwhelmed in that regard. But ever since I got my little stand, have not felt overwhelmed at all. I feel an overwhelming amount of joy. Did I like what I did there? But no, I don't feel any negative energy towards having so many. I personally really enjoy it. It's fun having a collection of something, and I'm very glad and happy that I decided to collect Jellycats because it is genuinely a huge passion of mine and something that I really enjoy. So no, I don't feel overwhelmed anymore, but in the past when they were all on my bed, yes, I did a little bit, but that's in the past for a reason. These questions are all from the same person, but they said, do you ever experience guilt from buying plushies? No. Period. End of story. No, I do not. I love them. They bring me joy. Do whatever makes you happy. I live by that. So no, I do not feel any guilt by having them. How do your family react to you owning stuffies? They think it's cool. It's very much so like they support what I do. My mom's very supportive in anything that I do, and you know, sometimes I get the occasional question from my other family members like, I don't get it, like why do you do this? But again, it's my hobby for a reason, it's my interest for a reason, so they understand that it's something that I enjoy, and like it doesn't bother them. It's not like I'm storing them in their room, so they don't mind. My mom, I always show her all my new stuffed animals and she loves them just as much as I do, so I have very much good support from my mama bear. Love you, Mom. What's your overall opinion on adults collecting stuffed animals? Okay, I think if you want to collect stuffed animals, do it. Don't let your age define you from anything. I don't think age should be a factor in whether or not you should stop doing something if it truly makes you happy. One of the reasons why I love collecting stuffed animals so much is because when I was a kid, I had to grow up really quickly. There's just a lot of things that had happened in my childhood and my younger life that made me grow up super quickly, and just made me mature at a very young age. So I always feel looking back that I never got to really be a kid. That sounds so like weird, but like I definitely was able to be a kid in certain moments, but I was definitely mentally and emotionally mature at a very, very young age in my life. So collecting stuffed animals makes me feel connected to my childhood self. It makes me feel giddy, it makes me feel joyful, and I just love connecting to that version of myself, because I don't get to be that version of myself very often, because ever since, like I said, I was a young kid, I was very serious, I was just very mature at a very young age. So I love when I'm able to get excited and, you know, oh my god, about stuffed animals, because it just makes me feel, it's just very healing for the inner kid in me. So I don't, that's my, like, I don't think that your number of age should, I don't think your age should allow you to stop doing what you want to do. If you're 60 and want to collect stuffed animals, I say go for it. If it makes you happy, do it. That's my overall opinion about it. I think at the end of the day, do whatever makes you happy. That's my opinion. Okay, what's my favorite Jellycat? Ooh, from my collection, I'm gonna say my favorite Jellycat. Okay, I have a few. Can I pick a few? I don't know. I'm gonna say my two favorites are my little bed Jellycats, because these are the ones I sleep with the most. So my saber-toothed tiger and my Snuffleupagus, so Diego and Snuffleupagus. This is the smudge large elephant, I believe. Love this one. He was my first Jellycat. But I'm gonna say that those two are my favorite Jellycats because they just are. I just love cuddling with them and everything like that. Oh, I have so many though. I can't pick a favorite. Like, I love all of them. All of them are my little kids, you know what I mean? Also, I feel like I need to close this window. I feel like it's too, like, dull. Did that help the overall brightness? I think it did. My favorite Jellycat that I don't have is gonna be the Sky Dragon or the pterodactyl. You guys already know how I feel about that. Ugh. I can't go back into it. I just wish she wasn't retired. How many Jellycats do you have in total? Okay. From the 9 that I just did a haul about, I think that'll bring my grand total to 39. I have 39 Jellycats right now, which I'm so glad that I have this shelf now because it's so organized and I love it so much. But yes, I have 39 Jellycats right now. I did have 40, but again, as you know, I lost my Humphrey on my keychain. So yes, I have 39 Jellycats. Woo! How long did it take to reach 1,000 subscribers? Okay, so I've been doing YouTube ever since I was, gosh, in middle school, I think. My best friend at the time, her and I had a channel together, and we only had like, I think 200 subscribers on it. It was like a very small channel. We just did fun little things together. But I did that with her for, I want to say, a year. And then I had my own channel when I was 15, which is this one, but all of those videos obviously are hidden because, oh my god, I would not want you to ever see that. Maybe I'll do a video reacting to my old videos. Maybe. That's like very thin ice you're walking on. Like, I don't know if you'll ever be able to see that because, oh my god, it's so embarrassing. But I had my own channel when I was 15, and then I stopped doing YouTube for a few years, and then I picked it up again this year. Or no, I picked it up again in 2024. I had 100 subscribers, and I started posting in I started posting in January of 2024, and I've been posting consistently ever since. So I reached 1,000 subscribers, I want to say in November of 2024. So it took me almost a whole year to reach 1,000 subscribers. Technically, since I started off with 100, it took me a year to reach 1,100 subscribers. So it took me one whole year to reach 1,000 subscribers, which I think it's crazy that I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers and it's only been 1 month into the 2025, which again, I'm so beyond grateful for. So yes, it took me about a year to reach 1,000 subscribers. Okay, what's my favorite movie and series? Okay. Favorite movie, I absolutely love Me Before You. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's so very sad, but I really, really enjoy sad movies. I don't know why. I feel like when you watch something so raw and sad, it just makes you feel so intensely, and I think there's something so beautiful about the intensity of sadness. And so Me Before You is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love 13 Going on 30. That was my mom and I's favorite movie growing up. Loved that movie. I'm just a huge movie lover. So I'm a huge fan of movies. My favorite movie series, I would say, I love The Hunger Games. I love Divergent. I love Harry Potter. I love Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings was really good. I just recently watched that whole series for the first time last year, I think. Huge fan of Lord of the Rings. Such a great series. Same with The Hobbit. Love that series. In regards to TV series, I love Friends. I love The Office. I love New Girl. I love the series You on Netflix. That one's a great show. I love Outer Banks. Outer Banks was a good one too. But that's just like so many options. If I had to pick one favorite series from each, I would say maybe Harry Potter for the movie series and maybe The Office for the TV series. Okay, where do you feel most at home? I feel most at home when I'm with people that I love and that love and care about me. The saying, oh, come on, Boots, come over here. The saying really is true, is I don't think home necessarily is a place, but it's the people that fill that space. Anywhere where I love the people I'm with and I'm getting that reciprocated love back from them is where I feel the most at home. I also feel the most at home, honestly, when I'm alone. I'm an extreme homebody, so I love the comfort of my own home very, very much. I struggle with anxiety and paranoia, so I'm honestly terrified of the outside world, which is it's one of my biggest struggles in life, and I know it is. It's something that will always be a struggle for me. But yes, I'm very much I stay in my home. I don't go anywhere. I don't really. It's hard for me to get out of my shell and get out of my comfort zone and kind of, do new things because I'm constantly overthinking and terrified of anything new. Trying to get over that. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I'm one of those people that don't mind being alone. I actually really enjoy being alone, and I love being in my own company, if that makes sense. I think there's something so peaceful and joyful about being alone and being in your own company and not having anything that you're worried about or stressed out about, and you're just completely content in what you're doing with who you're with, which is yourself. So anytime where I'm not in my head overthinking with anxieties and fears is the happiest I'll be. So I'll say that's when I feel the most at home, either when I'm by myself, content with myself, content with where my environment is, where I'm at, everything like that, and with the people that I love and that love me. Okay, somebody said, do you like to read? I do like to read. I'm more of a movie watcher. Ever since I was a young kid, I've struggled with reading. I had a speech impediment when I was, oh my god. Speaking of, I had a speech impediment when I was a kid, so reading was a very, very difficult thing for me. So when I was younger, I kind of resented reading, and honestly, sometimes still to this day I do, because I'm just not the most confident reader. So in high school, I struggled a lot with public speaking or reading out loud. That was my biggest fear in school. But I do enjoy books and I love reading. I love listening to books more though, because then it takes away the frustration that I feel when I'm reading a book. Because even if I'm reading a book to myself, pretend this is the book and I'm reading it, I stumble over my words, and sometimes my vision gets all contorted and blurry when I'm trying to read, and sometimes I have to reread the same sentence 5 times, and it's hard for me to fully understand what's going on. So I prefer to listen to books now, because then I could really enjoy and focus on the storyline versus me in my head being frustrated, oh my god, why can't I understand this? What's wrong with me? What is going on? But to answer your question shortly, yes, I do. I just haven't read a book in a long time, and I really should get on that. What's your strangest habit? I don't know if this would be necessarily a habit, but I need to constantly be fiddling with something, or I need to be moving at all, even if it's my hands going like this, or tapping something or something like that. But if I'm sitting on the grass and there's leaves around me, I have to pick up the leaves and tear them apart. I don't know why. I think that's pretty funny. So I would say that's probably my strangest habit if I had to pick one. Okay, somebody said, how old are you? I am 23. I will be turning 24 in February. My birthday is February 25th, 2001. Woohoo! So that makes me a Pisces as well, if any of you were wondering. But yes, I am 23 going on 24. How would you describe yourself so that we can understand your living environment? Ooh, I like that question. One thing about social media is it's never 1000% truthful. Obviously, I'm always myself on my page and I'm always displaying how I feel in the moment. And I am very happy-go-lucky and I want to push out the positivity as much as I can because that's ultimately the energy I want to put out there for others to take in. But obviously, so when I'm filming, I am positive. I'm very happy. I love what I'm doing, so I'm always going to be happy and content and joyful and excited about that. But there are a few videos on my channel. I have a little segment called Get It Off Your Chest on this channel, which I haven't done in a while. But I basically sit down and discuss kind of bigger feelings other than happiness. Like I discuss my anxieties, I discuss sadness, I discuss just my emotions and kind of how I am as a person and how I react as a person. So I like that you asked this question because ultimately what you see on screen might not be the full truth of how a person is feeling internally. I describe myself as a very happy, optimistic person that struggles a lot with anxieties and paranoia and self-doubt and overthinking. And I also put a lot of pressure on myself all the time. I constantly want to do better and be better for myself and others. Even if I'm happy or even if I'm content with where I'm at, I'm always looking at the next step. So it's hard for me to stay in the moment sometimes of things, but I'm trying to be better at that. So yeah, I would say my living environment is very healthy. I have a lot of support around me and a lot of love, which I'm very, very grateful for. I've past experiences where it's not always been that way, so I'm very, very grateful that I do have that, especially when I'm growing and maturing into the person I'm gonna be for the rest of my life, and I'm very proud of who I'm becoming. So yeah. Okay, let's do one more. Sorry, that was like a little bit intense, but that's the fun of a Q&A. Okay, what do you aspire to do and what are your dreams and goals? My main goal and dream is YouTube. I would love to do YouTube full-time. I would love to make this my full-time job. At the end of the day, my life purpose, I always want to help people. So if I can make you smile and if I could brighten your day up, that truly, truly means the whole entire world to me. That's the reason why I do this. Yes, I want it to be a job and yes, I want to do what I love, but ultimately it's the feeling that I get when I'm able to help somebody that truly makes it all worth it. So I would love to continue to spread joy and kindness and to talk about the importance of kindness because I don't think it's talked about enough. I think kindness is something that's very much undervalued and taken advantage of a lot in today's world, and I want to spread the positivity and the importance of being kind and being kind to others and giving love and spreading just positivity because the world is a very dark and sad and scary place at times, majority of the time I would say. So I think anywhere where we could shine light and have it be a very light, happy place is very, very, very important. At least to me it is. Continue talking about important matters. I would love to have a mental health podcast one day where, I invite other creators to discuss the struggles that they've had in their life. Like I said, the internet can be a very misleading thing. Things aren't always what they appear to be. So I would love to have a podcast to where I could kind of shine some light on the real raw truth behind humans and individuals, because I think the most beautiful thing a human can do is be vulnerable and show their authenticity and show their scars, if that makes sense. So yes, I would love to have a podcast one day. I would love to do YouTube full time. I would love to collaborate with people that I look up to in this space. I'd love to be friends and make friends on this platform. I'd love to meet you guys one day. I would love to take care of my family one day financially. That's always been a big goal of mine, if I would ever be blessed to do that. I just want to take care of others. So that ultimately is my biggest goal and dream in life, is to just take care of others, lead my life with happiness and positivity, just sharing how important it is to be a good person. So yeah, that I would say is my main goal and dream. I would love to have a family one day, obviously. I would say that's That's about it, you know? Alrighty guys, that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe. They're right next to each other, so might as well. I hope you enjoyed this little Q&A and you got to know a little bit more about me. Don't worry, we will be back to our regularly scheduled Jellycat content very, very soon. In my next video is probably going to be about Jellycats. Sorry, I have a hiccup. I keep getting hiccups when I'm filming. I don't know what that's about. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week. Until I see you next time, remember to stay always unapologetically yourself. Never change for anyone because you're perfect just the way you are. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!